Hello Swimming World family, and welcome to another swimmer strength tip of the week. Many of you guys are curious and have asked me, when are we safe to add weight to our strength training? And there is actually no age limit to do this. The main factor or safety check is to have a qualified performance coach either programming or administering the dryland or strength training sessions. Once that is all said and done, the 3 simplest guidelines for our swimmer community will be very parallel with how we progress in the water. First, we need to comprehend, we need to nail and make sure that all of the desired fundamental movements are performed with high quality and also consistently. Next, we need to focus on handling this in higher volumes. For instance, once a perfect bodyweight squat is mastered, can the swimmers do 30 to 50 perfect repetitions in a rhythmic fashion without compensation for movement quality? If so, they are now getting ready to further advance the squat progressions with more load. Similarly, once we're able to handle quality push-ups in higher volumes, we can safely progress into more load with the upper body with free weights. My 2 favorite tests to conduct is the front foot elevated split squat hold and the pull-up hold. And once the swimmers are close to holding the split squat for about 2 minutes, now they're getting really strong in relative terms, where they can really advance to more fun and more advanced stuff in the weight room with a lot more weight safely, because they can hold their body weight for so long. Similarly, once a swimmer can hold the pull-up between about 45 to 50 seconds, I've come to notice, they're not able to do a pull-up. And I say this because many swimmers are prescribed a pull-up or doing pull-ups without the real game plan on how to actually perfect or make a first pull-up. You'd be surprised to see how young some kids are when they get really advanced on Olympic-style weightlifting, but they can do this because they've progressed through the mechanics. The major flaw in our sport is that the coaches administering and designing the dryland and the strength programs are simply not qualified to do so. It takes a lot of qualification to progress appropriately, to choose exercises that are the best and safest amongst the appropriate ages for swimmers. But when we're coming to the best formula to add weight in the weight room, we're talking about 1, the quality of the movement, 2, doing that in volume, and then 3, adding the load. If done appropriately, we can actually introduce lighter weights to a 10-year-old within 1 to 6 months if they're progressing appropriately through the movements. Next week, we'll talk about swimming and yoga. See you next week.